Welcome to another part of Sitting Ducks. This time we'll be doing some more of the story missions of episode, I believe, chapter episode 3 or 4. And also we're doing some more side missions, starting off with the ball one again. We'll get the gold for it, which we can do on foot. You might have noticed that we were actually on the bonus screen for the replay mode menu. And yeah, you might have noticed that there are 4 spots on every single one of those, and there's like 10 of the side missions. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of sets, and this is one of the sets, the ball one. And they kind of range from, you know, our different locations and strategies and such, or basically just difficulties. So yeah. Also, running into walls is enough to knock your feathers out too, so yeah. There's a lot of ways to get your feathers knocked off. Also, we can kick, but I'm not going to be doing kicks unless I really need to because of short time. But this one isn't that bad. These do get very hard, though, and for this part, you'll be seeing how hard this game can actually get with this stuff. But, yeah, we're going to be going back to story mode now, and before we begin the main mission, there is actually a side mission over by the central area. Because, you see, we're in a new area. I believe this is called the west area, and there's also an east area. But we have to enter the central area, the main area that we started off in order for us to essentially begin the side mission. Also, this side mission is over by one of the 2 shops of the game, which we'll have to go to in order to get stuff in order to do 100% of the game, as well as get stuff that we actually do need. In particular, we will be needing something to get these fucking pedestrians away from us, as well as some maps so that we know where to go, because this little hut here does not help us out. And there is a map in our pause menu, but it's pretty much empty and we'll never actually see what is around the areas until we get some maps. But yeah, there's side missions by the shopkeep, and they'll be doing that after we go ahead and buy some stuff at the shop. So there are a few things here in the first shop in Duckville, in Ducktown I mean, whatever it is, and they're mainly just mats. Both of them mainly just have maps, and they're pretty cheap. But there's also teeth, and there's like ice skates, and there's planes, and there's even an alligator mask. And for the most part, a lot of this stuff is pretty cheap because they're just like under 100, under 50 even. So, pretty easy buys. But then, once you get those ones, then you go for something like the mask or the 2 planes, and you then realize just how much this jumps. Yeah, we can't fucking buy these. We really can't fucking buy these. And, we're not gonna be able to buy them until way later in the game. So, yeah, keep that in mind. But we will have to eventually buy ourselves a plane. I don't want the slow plane, though. It's not gonna be that great. But we'll have to buy a plane anyway. But right now, we got ourselves some teeth, and this teeth is part of the equipment. We'll have free equipment, and they're all equipments are used to scare pedestrians and such. Mainly to scare ducks. And we're using the teeth to do that in order to get the pedestrians away from us as best as possible. But even then, the pedestrians still find ways to fuck you when you have this, and you'll see why. But right now, let's go ahead and begin the side mission with the shopkeep. Let's get on our skateboard and see what exactly he wants us to do right now.
Bill, look! Those 3 numbskulls have done it again! They've scattered my entire stock of ice cream all over the place!
Oh!
It's not funny, Bill. My shop opens in 2 minutes.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'll help you pick everything up real quickly.
Yep, this is the ice cream side mission, and we've already got a good feel of how this works out, so I don't have to really explain it to you. But each one of these are in different trails, and if you actually want to get the gold in these, you do have to use the skateboard. You really do. There's no other kind of movement in this game that will actually help you out much, so yeah, it's a skateboard-only thing, really. Which makes the side mission an easy thing to complete from the get-go, compared to a lot of the other side missions later on in the game and all. But, it is a long one, because you have to get quite a number each time. Not just what they show you, but legitimately going, like, up to, like, 300, 200, whatever. The biggest issue, however, will always be how much time these ice creams give you back, which is not that much, but like half a second. And also, the pedestrians, which you'll notice that the teeth are working. They're getting them away from us. But, just because it's working right now and it's actually getting them away from us does not mean the pedestrians aren't gonna start fucking with us. And this game, oh, it does not stop fucking with us. So, how does it screw us over then? Well, when they get shocked, they don't really care where they're going. And they can kind of get stuck on walls and shit too. The thing is, they can also get stuck on each other. Now you might be thinking, well, what's the big problem with that? Well, that's shit. Sometimes they just don't care, and they just get in your way anyway. And sometimes they will end up turning your direction because of a fucking wall or a pedestrian in the way or whatnot. Or just because they fucking want to. So, even though we do have this ability of, like, using the fucking teeth to get the bastards away from us and such, and it is working, you can notice that it's not fucking working that great. Oh, God. You can tell from my voice that the pedestrians, they really do give me a migraine. And you can tell from this one side mission alone how bad it gets. Like, it's shocking how much of a bunch of pricks the AI is when they're just walking around or driving on their fucking scooters or their cars, and they just get in your way. Like, the game knows exactly what it's doing by spawning cars and shit in, like, opportune spots to screw you. So, just because you have this equipment and you're using it, it doesn't mean that the AI is just not gonna get in your way now. It does not mean that. You are still gonna have to get ready to dodge. So, get ready to fucking dodge. But, now you're probably wondering, is this really going to make us do this, like, 3 more times? Yes! Yes, you will have to actually do this mission, do this side shit with the fucking ice creams, at least 3 more times. At least. And it gets less and less fun the more you do it. Seriously, the AI can go eat a dick. But hey, I did it. With 367, we now have the gold and we can now move on.
Oh, thanks for your help, Bill.
So you see, all's well that ends well.
Yes, but it's thanks to you, certainly not those 3 numbskulls.
Thanks. See you soon.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I'll be doing it 3 more times, and it's... yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, quit back out, because there is a story mission that, we need to redo now. And that story mission is... yeah, the ice creams. We got sold beforehand, we didn't know how many ice creams we actually needed in order to get this shit done. And, as you'll see... it doesn't start us off the equipment. We have to turn that on every time we redo a mission. And I'm gonna keep it on because it does help even though it's not perfect. You know, it's not that great. Now, there is one other thing I want to bring up, and that is that I'm going to be jump cutting for some of these redos because they do take a while. And I'm not going to waste your time with them. In particular, not this one. I'm gonna skip it. There you go. So, now I have 400, and I feel like I'm done. I got what I need. I'm not gonna waste any more time with this shit. I'm gonna fucking end it right now. And, By the way, as I end this, there is one thing I want to show off. And what I want to show off happens to be how you can even sort of grind for feathers. Because there are two ways to grind for feathers, and one way is to find these yellow mailboxes, which if you jump on, there are feathers hidden around Ducktown. Jump in the right spot and you'll find them. And in this case, these yellow fucking mailboxes give you free feathers. So, that's useful. However, they don't really give you it infinitely, so you'll have to go sort of back and forth on mailboxes in a sense in order to get more and more. But, yeah, like, that's one way of grinding. But yeah, we got the feathers there, and now we can go ahead and move on back over to replay. Just kidding, I'm not doing that because I can't do that one until we get a certain thing, which I'll be getting this part, in fact. By the way, I'm jump cutting, so I'm not wasting time on me going back. But I will show you the ice skates, which the ice skates, you can't jump, but you can move around. It's a bit more fast than the skateboard, but it's also more slidey, so you have less, friction on movement left and right. So be careful when using them, because it can get kind of awkward. Let's get in this one, shall we?
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Yes, you're okay. Except for that bump.
A bump? Where?
We better have this checked at the hospital.
Hospital? Oh no! I'm going to die!
Waddle, don't be silly.
Oh, I'm dying fast!
Oh, give me a break.
How are we gonna get him to the hospital?
Well, I can take him.
Okay, good idea, but make it fast.
And now we're playing as Aldo. So Aldo is slower than, our pal, our main character, because he's just kinda has a bit more of a gradual increase in speed. And he also jumps high, like fairly high. But not only that, but Waddle's right behind us, but oh no, now he can't follow us because he can't jump this wall. But don't worry, because Aldo can do something that no duck can, which is he can pick other ducks up. But if you do this, you are much slower than you were beforehand, which does fuck things up for you to get a gold. So, you have to do a thing where you pick him up, you jump over the thing, and you let go. And you have to do this multiple times in order to get these sort of missions done. And, yeah, it's not that great. It's just kinda meh. So yeah, I like playing as Bill more than Aldo, but for the most part that's how it works. And there you go, got the gold. And now, we can go watch a cutscene.
The doctor says he'll be a little dizzy for a while, but he'll be just fine.
But Waddle's always been a little dizzy.
That's for sure.
Well, Waddle's okay, but Cecil's scooter is a wreck. Cecil is gonna be so mad.
Yeah, things are not looking that great for the scooter, but don't worry, we will take care of that soon. But first, there's a main mission and a side mission right next to each other, but I can't do the side mission until I get a certain thing, so forget about that. We're doing the main mission right now. I'm gonna get on my skateboard, and let's go.
What are we gonna do about Cecil's scooter?
I can fix it for you. I just need a new motor and tires and a headlight.
That's great. I'll go and look for the parts.
I'll meet you in front of your apartment.
Okay, I'll see you there.
And now it's time for a mission of us finding a tire, a motor, and a headlight. And the first thing we find is a motor right in front of us. Which, why was that there? And, just why was that there? It was just laying there at the fucking gas station. We don't know. We don't care. We have it now. Also, another way to get over to the central areas. A lot of ways to get into areas. And, these have, like, different sort of entrances and exits, essentially. There are the main entrances, though, that we'll be mainly using, because these side entrances are more awkward, because they really are usually just these sort of zigzag, sort of like Z areas, which are awkward to navigate around. And the game is making us navigate through some awkward stuff so far, so It's not fun. But this one, I believe, is more lenient on how much time you actually need to get the gold in. So, you know, I can miss that at least. Also, we're now in the east area. This is the east area, which is sort of an important area to note. It's not important right now, but you kind of get a taste of it, like, in this mission. And as you can see, there's a fucking, like, repair shop for your cars and such. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff around, like, you know, mainly for car stuff. There's, like, a warehouse here. There's also a train station around. And there's also a car dealership, or in this case, a scooter dealership. Also, I'm sorry for the footage getting all glitchy. Unfortunately, you know, the Elgato isn't perfect. And this shit happens, and I can't do much about it. At least nothing's just, you know, getting cut. It's just glitching out a bit, which is good news. And nothing's getting desynced either for the most part. But, yeah. We have all 3 parts, so now we have to go back to Aldo and give him the parts. Which requires me to follow this trail all the way to him. And, as you can see, it's not exactly a great trail. It's awkward as. It's just kind of wrapping us around and back and just going through all sorts of the, less fun ways of going to areas. Including this spot, which is actually the main way of getting into the central area for the most part. Because, like, there is a road to the central area, but that little opening actually is the main opening to that fucking east area. We have all 3 parts, so because we have them, we can now end the mission with a gold. See? Very lenient. I missed a lot, but I got through in the end.
Well, what do you think?
Great work, Aldo. It looks just like new.
Ah, it's nothing. For an alligator.
Let's take it back to Cecil.
And with that, we're now done with episode 3. Because next time it's episode 4, and we're doing episode 4 because of the fact that it has something very important for us to do.
Thanks, Aldo. You saved my life.
Ah, it's nothing.
You also helped fix Cecil's scooter.
Well, Cecil made my toothache go away, so I owed him that at least.
In any case, we appreciate it.
And you're welcome here anytime.
Gee, you guys are really kind, and you taste good, too. Just kidding.
Speaking of food, what do you say we all get some milkshakes? What a great idea.
Woohoo, a double milkshake.
Make that a triple.
Super.
Off we go.
Bill? Bill!
Yeah? What?
Wake up. You're gonna be late.
Late? Late for what?
For your driver's license exam.
Huh? My driver's license exam!
Yep, driver's license exam. And this driver's license, we really need right now if we're gonna get a lot of this shit done. So let's go.
Come on, Bill. You gotta get going.
Okay, I'm awake. How much time do I have?
Just enough time to get there.
Okay, I'm out of here. See you later.
And now comes one of the hardest main missions in the game. Mainly because of the fact that you have barely any time. There's these ducks in the way that you have to scare off. But what's worse is the time for gold. Because you can notice I'm going fairly fast. I'm not giving any much of a shit with this one. And, yeah. That sucks to feel, man.
How dare you be late for my class?
Sorry, madam.
Silence, useless dirtbag! Get ready!
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go, go, go!
And the worst part, by the way, I have set Ace Area for multiplayer. The worst part about this is that you kinda have to do this one with the fucking skateboard. It's kind of lined up for you to have to do it with the skateboard. But what's worse is that it's so strict to get a gold in. You'll see what I mean by strictness of this, because it's not fair. Oh, by the way, loading time is going to be awkward because this game, it's not exactly stable. You'll see what I mean later on in the game, later on the Let's Play. But yeah, you really have to not fuck around, because if you fuck around, you're not gonna get this gold. It requires you to make, like, very good movements and be as fast as possible in order to get this shit done. You have to get every single T, too, so yeah. I just barely made the time. That's a tough one, and it's gonna make you struggle a bit. It kind of showcases how this game is not your average kind of, like, kid game, essentially. It's a lot more challenging than that. It's a lot more making you have to get good sort of deal. But here's the dealership, by the way, the scooter dealership, which is another shop, but it's not like a normal shop. It's just a dealership shop, but a unique one. But we can't actually get anything here until we get our driver's license, which we will get from this very mission right here, like right in front of us.
Okay, dirtbag. This is the situation. You are gonna follow me on your scooter and do exactly what I do.
And if I make a mistake?
You can kiss your license goodbye.
Ah, yes. Of course, I see.
Now, mount your scooter and let's see what you can do.
I'm ready, sir.
Then let's burn rubber.
And now we're driving a scooter. So yeah, this is our main mode of transportation, because once we get this, you won't really be using the skateboard much anymore, unless for like certain side missions and such. But for the most part, this is how you get around the entire game, with the fucking scooter. There are multiple kinds of scooters too. Those cars though, you see those cars? You don't use the cars. The cars are there for the AI only, but you get the scooter. And yeah, it's nice, it's fine. I like how it moves, I like how the scooters work. And you might have noticed I followed the instructor, but I didn't get the gold.
According to the law, I must inform you that you've passed the test. It's my duty as an officer to give you your scooter license.
Woohoo! Congratulations! You've got a real talent with scooters.
Thanks.
I own this scooter shop, and I need a good dry to enter in the big scooter race. Are you interested?
Well, yeah, sure. You bet.
Excellent! First, you must qualify in the test race. If you win, you'll be my driver for the big scooter race.
Okay, I'm your duck.
Great! Now let's see you go out and win this test race.
No problem.
Well, Duck, in my book, you're still a rookie. I'm betting you'll crash and burn.
You're just jealous.
I'll show you how to get the gold later on, because it does require you to be ahead of the fucking instructor. Just saying. But, yeah. We can now get ourselves a scooter, and we have to, because we need a scooter for this next story mission. And there's a lot to choose from. There's like a cross-country one, lets us go over dirt. There's this one, which is like a red one. Is like that one's the fastest by the red one. There's like a black one, a yellow one, and our one, the blue one, because it's the cheapest one. Because the rest of these we can't get. You can kind of see what this game's leading with, right? You can kind of see what the game wants from you. But, yeah, we have the scooter now, so we can go ahead, go into our inventory, see it in, the scoot menu, and, we can now begin our main mission.
This is your first race, Bill. Are you nervous?
A little bit, but I'm ready.
Good. Win this race and you can go on to greater things, Bill.
Very cool. When does the racing start?
Right now.
Okay, so, this is the race stuff, and yes, there is a race side mission. So, we're gonna be doing that a lot. In fact, you'll be surprised by how much this game kind of likes racing. But right now, it's the main mission racing, which, you know, we have to do this in order to continue on forward. And, you know, getting first is how you win this. But, you see that timer there? Yeah, to get a gold, you have to get a certain time, which we're not going to get with this bike. Because this scooter here, unfortunately, isn't very fast. And as you can see, it wastes a lot of fuel. Yeah, there's a fuel gauge. You might have noticed down the bottom left. So, here's the thing. All the scooters have a limited amount of fuel. And just doing a lap here takes about close to over 1/3 of fuel. So, if you want to actually beat this, you're gonna have to go into a fucking pit stop. Which there are a few around. But here's the biggest problem with the pit stop. It requires feathers. Now, luckily, getting fuel only requires 1 feather each time, but it adds up incrementally. In case you're wondering how much you need to get an empty tank to full for this game, about 5 to 6 feathers. Yeah. And the game will tell us, here's the pit stop, the gas station, and we can get gas with feathers. Which, if you're doing the races, you really don't want to waste time in the gas station if you want to get gold. So, you kind of have to drive around it, like, you kind of drive past it in a sense, in order to get your fuel, like, 1 refuel, and then move on. You only want it to be like an addition, not to actually fuel up. Because if you have to fuel up, you have to stop and wait for the game to fuel it up. Whereas if you just drive over it, you get a bit back and lose 1 feather. Which you want, because you don't want to fucking break if you want the gold in these. And yes, these races will get worse. Much worse. But there you go. And you can see how much I actually need to get a gold.
Congratulations, Bill. They never had a chance against you. You're a natural.
Jeez, I can't believe it. This is great.
Consider yourself our new driver.
Thanks.
And that's episode 4. We've gone through like 4 episodes already in 2 parts. But next time, it's gonna get a bit more longer. Let's just say that much. It's gonna get a bit more longer.
Cecil, Claire! Look, it's Bill!
He's driving a scooter.
Ciao!
Bye.
Hi-ho, you guys!
Bill's got a driving license? Bill, take me for a ride.
You get it, Waddle? Waldo, why don't we do something special tonight?
All I can think about right now is putting something special in my stomach.
What about seeing a movie?
Yeah.
Or how about a good play?
Bill,
Or the Manic Tadpoles are having an outdoor concert
Bill.
tonight. Or else,
Bill,
what? Oh, I'm sorry, Aldo. Did you have an idea?
do you know what day it is today?
Well, the 20th.
It looks like we already have something planned.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Bev's birthday!
It's too late to throw a party now.
We still have a little time, but there isn't a moment to lose.
We got us up for Bev's birthday. Bev being the owner of that milkshake shop, essentially. But we'll be going through with that next time in Sitting Ducks. Thank you for watching, and yeah, next time we'll be essentially just going through and doing some more main missions and some more side missions as well. And there's the map, by the way. You have 2 side missions to do, so we got a lot of side missions to get through, and I'll be seeing you next time for that. Thanks for watching, guys.